We're in today with the RTX 2060. This is a 2018 video card with 6 gig of VRAM GDDR6. It's got 1365 MHz on the core clock and 1750 MHz on the memory clock. We're gonna pair it up with this i7 7th gen. This is a very small video card from Asus, and I think this video card, it's struggling with the size. Let's jump in a couple of games and see how this video card is holding. Oh, look at this, how perfect it's working. I mean, I think the size of the video card, it's dictating the temperature on this video card. Look at this. So Apex is one of those games that is running on this video card. It's running really fantastic. It looks fantastic because it's on maximum details. The budget texture, I put it on 4 to 6 gig of VRAM. It's on very high the texture with 6 gig of VRAM. I'm not gonna lie, it looks fantastic. It runs fantastic. So in this case, you can actually see that the CPU and the GPU are doing an awesome job. 9 gig of system RAM, so the CPU is capable of. The GPU, it's on 90-95% load on the core with 4.9 gig of VRAM utilized. So overall, it's doing a fantastic job. Look at this, 35 minimals, 101% and 40-50.1. I will say in this case, Apex is just the game that needs to be checked. You know, it's free to play. You can play on this video card. You can play with this CPU. I mean, with this CPU, with the video card. Let's jump into Farlight and see how it's running with maximum details. Ooh, this is gonna...
Crazy.
This is exactly what I need. A game that runs with hundreds of FPS. Look at this. Woohoo! Dude, it looks so funny. So yes, on maximum details, you can actually see that the GPU is doing a fantastic job. It's using 3.6 gig of VRAM. Not bad, seriously. Overall performance for a video card that is this size, you know, 2060. It's not super, but it's doing a fantastic job. So I will say on overall performance, it's kind of good, you know. So this video card, this 2060, it's actually a fantastic GPU on overall, seriously. On the temperature side, it's not very, how should I say, efficient. You know, the GPU itself is not that big. The shroud is not very big, you know, so the cooling is not very efficient. But overall, it's kind of good, you know. It's an awesome video card, you know, and if you're interested on DLSS, I will say this is the right video card to start with, you know. So the system itself is not being stressed with 7.5 gig of system RAM, 40-50% load on the CPU. That's an average, but quite fantastic to see the GPU running like this. I maxed it out. That means there's a lot of details from the game that is offering, and it's kind of good. You know, if you're interested on actually playing the game with a high-end monitor, then you have the chance. I put it on maximum, but if you're interested on getting more FPS, I will say lowering a couple of details will do the job very easy, seriously. So yes, I'm in PUBG. Oh, it looks so cool. On maximum details. I'm on maximum details with everything turned on, even sharpening, everything it's on. It looks fantastic, the details, everything. I mean, the game is fantastic, you know, so can't wait to see how it's running, the whole system, how it's averaging. Overall performance here with PUBG, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of good. I like how it's performing. Everything is top notch in PUBG with this system. I will say overall situation, if you're not interested on maximum details, you will get higher performance if you lower some details. And I will say in this case, there is nothing to complain. Look at this, it looks fantastic, it runs fantastic, averaging really nice with this computer. Let's see, what the guns here and stuff. You know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, and I really like the performance. CPU side, barely passing 50%, and I will say the system RAM, it's 10 gig of system RAM, so 16 gig of system RAM for this computer to run PUBG. It's quite sufficient. Can't complain here, and I will say, yeah, the GPU it's overheating a little, you know, because yeah, that shroud is not that big. But overall, I have no problem. I think this is one of those situations in which I will say PUBG is doing a fantastic job even with the system. This is maximum details, so you can adjust it in such a way that you will benefit from, how shall I say, you can benefit from this system if you're interested. If we are going to play Cyberpunk with the system, we need to see how it's running with this RTX 2060 and the CPU. I mean, I know the combo is kind of good. It's kind of fantastic system even today. You know, the CPU can actually do the job. Can actually see it's holding with 90 FPS. I actually forgot what settings I have, but let's take a look. Ray tracing on all on low details and as a preset, and DLSS super sampling resolution. It's on auto. So yeah, DLSS auto and with ray tracing on low. This is gonna be very interesting, seriously. Yeah, that was good. Let me explain to you something with ray tracing on this resolution, with this amount of details. I would say this is a nice performance overall. Seriously, look now. This CPU, even today, it's a good choice. Seriously, I'm not gonna lie. Look at this, how it's performing. It's holding really nice with this video card, and I think there is a very good balance in between them. You know, I think that if there is a chance to put a lower video card that has the ray tracing, but there isn't 2060, you know, I think 3050 will be nearly the same. Regardless, 2060 with this i7 7th gen, I will say this it's a good choice. You know, it's a fantastic idea in which you can get the games running with DLSS, and I think DLSS is better than FSR. But but if you really want to play games that are really good for the hardware, GTA 5 is one of those games. Seriously, look at this. 68 degrees on the core, 4.2 gig of VRAM only utilized in this game. I will say in this situation, the video card is doing a fantastic job, you know, so can't complain here. The system is using 10 gig of system RAM, 16 gig, it's enough. The CPU is barely utilized here, so 30-40% load. It's quite okay. Not very good minimals and 1%. I mean, I'm online, so that is not, how should I say, it's not that bad, you know. I'm 100% sure because I'm with maximum details, maximum quality, and everything is on maximum. MSA, it's on 2x, so I will not bash the system because it's insanely maximum, you know. You got some upscales you can do, 2.5. I think this is one and I don't want to do the maximum upscaling. That's just in case you want it crispy as hell, you know. I mean, the whole game feels very snappy. I like it. It's very decent, you know. I can enjoy it, and yeah, stress-free here. Seriously, I like it. I like the overall performance. I'm actually surprised this i7 is doing this great, you know. Why I'm pushing this system in front? Because the i7 9th gen is now recording my stuff, you know. And I'm disappointed that I lost it. Maybe I have to consider this 4th gen that theoretically shouldn't work because I had problems with it. Regardless, this i7 is doing a fantastic job. So I'm not taking the CPU out. But definitely I need to come and see how Starfield is doing because the beta updates are up. And look at this, I'm getting new performance from this game with this system. So the i7 7th gen apparently is doing a fantastic job. Look at this, 70% load on the CPU. This is medium details. Let me show you what I set, how I managed to set it up. I put it on medium details with DLSS on auto. That's it. And reflex low latency on. Sharpening on 70%. I think this is a good setup for this machine, you know. So for the CPU and the GPU, I think this is not that bad, you know. I want to see how it looks. I want to see in the future what the updates managed to bring. The only thing I've seen that was everybody was talking about was this, a new freaking map. Come on. This is freaking awesome. It looks like a mini map, seriously, and it shows every stuff on this place where you landed, like procedurally generated stuff, you know. This is actually fantastic. Seriously, I like it. That's a cave or something, no? Yeah, I like this is an insane add-on. This is a natural stuff or something, and I'm not gonna lie, this is crazy. See? this is a cave. This is a collapsed mine, and I know because of the how many times I went there. You know, it's really great overall, and can't say nothing. You know, can't say nothing. It looks fantastic. The edges, I think, even on low details. Let's try low details. Maybe this is how I was thinking. To put it on low details, disable upscaling, enable VSync, yeah, 60 FPS, and that's it. 87% load on the GPU. The details are not that bad, you know. I think if we put DLSS or something like that, you'll get even more. But to see the GPU only with 4 gig of VRAM being utilized, I think this is a great idea, you know. So I have a locker. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a fantastic thing ever, seriously. This is a double barrel shotgun with 4 ammunition. This is a glitch in a Matrix gun. I'm not joking, seriously. And I'm gonna show you the gun, seriously. 2 shots, 2 barrels, yeah? I got 4 shots. Come on! Tell me you don't like it. Damage? 94% load on the core, 4 gig of VRAM, 14.4 gig of system RAM use. I will say this is okay. But if you want to go a little older on the game list, you know, if you want to go with an older title, I think Battlefield 4 is going to be a very good choice. This is a great game for a system like this. It runs really nice. Look at the FPS that I have. It's not reaching maximum because it's not stressing the system. So I will say this is a big win for the computer. 60% load on the CPU. This is kind of cool. Maximum details, 1080p, unlocked everything. It's doing a fantastic job. Barely 10 gig of system RAM being utilized, 3 gig of VRAM. So in this case, Battlefield, it's kind of great overall. And I think this is the right setting that you have to use for this game. I will recommend this game 100% because it's kind of fantastic. Seriously, look at this. I'm not gonna lie, this system is kind of bananas even today. This CPU is kind of great. The GPU is fantastic. There is no problem. Like I said before, my 9th gen i7 managed to take a hike and took the capture card, you know. And today, now, the next best thing that I have aside my i9 is this i7 7th gen. And in the future, I want to put more video cards to see how they are running now, because apparently a lot of games that they were, how should I say, they were fixed, you know. There's a lot of updates in the games, and now it's more efficient, you know. The GPU can run properly, the CPU can run properly. They are not very, how should I say, brutalized. Comparing old games, comparing new games like I did today, it's kind of fantastic because it shows you the difference. Some people have old games in the library, and a system like this can be beneficial for them, and some new titles will be, yeah, in the future better for everybody. Can't say nothing bad about this because it's a great system, and this is still a good video card. That's it. That's the only thing I can say. If you have any suggestion, make sure you drop it in the comment section, and yeah, I'll see you very soon.